Montana Leonard sets a Canada West record with her 17th goal of the season, a brand new single season record for goal scoring in Canada West.
I was in grade 9, and honestly we were driving home from soccer. My mom's like, I don't know, like my vision's not very good. I think I need to go to the eye doctor.
So I went to an eye doctor, and he referred me down to VGH, the eye care center, right away. And I went there, went for a CT scan, and they found a brain tumor growing on my optic nerve.
All of a sudden, I get a call from my father that things had taken a turn for the worse during surgery. And, you know, she unfortunately had the stroke, and it kind of changed everything for all of us.
During the surgery of the removal of the brain tumor, I had a stroke, and I'm supposed to go completely blind at some point. I think I'm 70% gone now. I continue to battle with the stroke issues. I'm trying to relearn to walk again with my walker, but I spend a lot of my time in my wheelchair.
The recovery process was long. She was in the hospital for a few months, and then she moved to GF Strong to do rehab, and I would go like after practice, I would go after games. My mom was always like my #1 supporter, the loudest person I know, so not having her at the field was pretty crazy. I had to grow up pretty fast on my own sometimes, but she recovered the best she could. I'm so proud of her. I think the reason we all got through it was because of my mom.
It was a real struggle, and we had a really good community around us. We had high school parents that pitched in and helped. We had her soccer club parents that pitched in and helped. And it was pretty tough. A girl, you know, grade 10 high school, and basically lose her mom. So it was pretty difficult and tough on her.
We did pretty much everything together. And so it affected her pretty much in that I wasn't there for her anymore. And luckily, she and her dad turned to each other during this time, and she became a lot closer to her dad.
Still, we have our challenges as a family. We are very positive as we can be. My mom is my rock in different ways than before the surgery. She's my inspiration. She is my #1 fan. She texts me every day. So she honestly keeps me focused. And then in terms of soccer, I think it's helped my mental health. It's like my therapy. My team is my family, and I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
She's gone through a few things in her life, and soccer has been the one sort of her constant, and where she turns to. So proud of her.
During the later half of high school, she really kicked it into gear with soccer. Finding the team in Surrey United, she'd been playing on with them when my mom had her surgery and her stroke, but after the surgery and the stroke, that team really came together for her to support her, and it really allowed her to dive in with her team and with her teammates' parents to be all in on soccer. Both my parents have always been so supportive. I know that it was really hard for her to decide to come to Calgary and move away from home, but she knew that my grandma and my dad could support my mom, and so she made the leap.
Leonard's gonna chase. Abby Wright's right with her. Leonard makes a move and scores! Montana Leonard finally has the combination to beat the netminder and the defenders, and is extremely excited.
indescribable. Coming all this way, sitting in that rainstorm, and having her score that goal. Oh my goodness. It was just awesome.
Oh, emotional. Because she's worked so hard, extremely hard, to get to where she's got to.
Having my mom here to see me break that record is, I can't even describe the feeling. I just burst into tears when I hugged her. It's just amazing that she could be there to see it or hear it. She's my #1 fan, as I said, and I have done everything at this level for her, and I'm just so happy that she could be here to see sort of like my final hurrah.
I feel so incredibly lucky to have been able to be here to witness it. I might get emotional. She has worked so hard at soccer, and I've witnessed year over year the struggles within her teams or her. And I remember when she played in high school, they would come that close to winning a title, a championship, and there would always be that loss. I was in Victoria with her 2 years ago when they lost to UBC for the national championship, and those moments for me are so devastating for her. And what I'm really, really grateful for is she has some amazing accomplishments that she can look back on for her last season and know that no matter what, she did her absolute best. And her teammates really all show up so powerfully every game to do the same and support her. And again, no matter what happens this season, those girls need to be so proud of what they've achieved.
If I had to use one word to describe Montana, it would be determined. She's so determined to overcome and strive to be the best that she can. That's the word.